People of God, I want to tell you something. A few months ago, I made a video. I think about 2 months ago, I made a video. It was titled "Please Take Heed" or something like that. And I was talking about how we need to kind of get our heart rates up, and just reiterating the prepare for self-sufficiency things. I think like something like that, and get our heart rates up, get in good shape and stuff like that. Well, listen. So I was talking to a guy, right, at another dealership here, and he was talking about how they don't have any new vehicles, 2022 vehicles and things like that, the trucks that a lot of businesses need, and when they do get them, they're being outsourced to the major businesses and stuff like that. Excuse me. And he was talking about, he brought up some other things about shortages and information that he was privy to through some of his networks, right, his connections. And I want to say this, people of God, it all makes sense. God has prepared his people. He's been pushing us and urging us to do the things we need to do so we can be prepared and getting in shape and stuff like that. People of God, let me tell you something. It's good to get our heart rates up, and just have our heart rates up so that we can take shock and kind of be ready to move a muscle if we need to have to defend our stuff, rightfully defend yourself in certain areas, certain things. Because I'm gonna tell you something, when you got folk who are used to being, how can I say it? See, a lot of folk not used to, how can I say this thing? A lot of folk not used to doing without. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen some folk get real upset and in their feelings when they can't get what they want. So you gotta, this society that we live in, you have the society of folk want what they want, when they want it, and how they want it, right? People are not prepared. People are not prepared to the point where you try to go and get an item, especially if it's an item you really need. Excuse me. And it's not there. Imagine it. Imagine when it comes to certain foods and stuff like that, right? And with the way that these prices, I'm seeing these prices raising, some of these places is running out of certain things. You got to be prepared, people of God, to have your own and also defend your own, right? Because when folk can't get what they want, the next thing that they're gonna do is try to come take what you got, what you work hard for, So you have to, excuse me, be prepared for that and be ready for that, to rightfully defend yourself and then also be able to provide for yourself. When I went to the store the other day to get some seeds and stuff like that, so that I could start planting my garden, a lot of the seeds, I was able to get everything I wanted, plus a little more, but a lot of the seeds and stuff were scarce. Like I think for corn, the corn seeds that I got, I don't know why I'm yawning, I'm not sleeping. The corn seeds that I got, they were there was only 2 left, right, of the sweet corn that I got. And then I think I got some mint. I never grew mint before. I never grew any herbs, but I'm gonna try. Nothing beats a failure but a try. It was only 1. I got the last pack of mint, and I think it's mint. I heard this young lady told me one time I was traveling. I think she said when you're doing your garden, if you want to keep away, was it mint or garlic? It was something that they told me to keep away insects or pests or something like that out of your garden. I think it was mint. But anyway, I got one mint that was there. Excuse me. Yeah, I got the last pack of mint that was on the shelf, right? So just be mindful, people of God, you know, like just continue doing what you're doing, you know, staying in prayer, stay fasting, get the physical fitness, right? That, and then me too, I'm thinking to myself, I'm doing it too, keeping my heart rate up. More so, it's not really about shedding weight. It's more so, which I personally want to shed more weight, but it's not really, that's not the main goal. My main goal is to keep all my muscles, you know, what we don't use, we lose. So muscles deteriorate and you lose them, muscles, when you don't use them, right? So my main thing is I want to keep my muscles strong. I want to keep my heart rate up, you know. If I had to put up them deuces, I don't want to be, you know, or just having fun, you know, just getting out, playing some sports, keeping myself occupied. But we need to be putting our food in the ground for those of us who haven't started yet, people of God. I'm going to, as you saw the other day, I haven't put any food in my tires yet. This guy says if I come to where he is and bring some buckets, he'll give me some of that good rich black soil. So I bought some bags of that, but I don't think it's as good as that, because he said the land has been resting for the last few years, where his brother used to plant a lot, so the soil is very, very rich. I would personally rather have that, go and dig it and put it in them buckets. So I'm probably going to do that at some point, get some of that good soil. And then my chickens, I'm going to let them out, and I'm going to take my greenhouse down, and where all that stuff is going to, where I planted those sweet potatoes. I don't know if you guys can look back a few videos. Last winter I did something that I never did before. I know sweet potatoes are supposed to go in the ground when the ground is kind of warm, but I just wanted to try something. I put them in my greenhouse when it was cool, because it was in the greenhouse, and I think they started, but I didn't even dig them up to see how they turned, because I noticed that the top of my greenhouse, the vinyl was damaged. So I don't know, I'll still check them out once I take the greenhouse down. But I'm gonna let my chickens till that whole area for me, so that I can put some squash and zucchini in there, in the ground in that spot. So those are my plans, right? I'm thinking Good Friday. That's what the elders are telling me. Wait for Good Friday. See, I never really go by dates and stuff like that. I just practice when I have the time, put something in the ground, I have the time, you know. But maybe I'll wait for Good Friday, put all my stuff in. I want some watermelon, cucumbers, different things like that. I'm gonna try. I tried watermelon one year, it didn't turn out good. I'm still learning about soil and stuff like that. So corn didn't turn out. My corn turned out small one year. One year it didn't even come up, but it was good. It was hybrid corn. It tasted really, really good. I like hybrid corn. But I can't get it to be a big, huge, you know, a full-size corn. I don't know what I did wrong. So I'm still practicing with that. But yeah, those are just my little nuggets or whatever. People of God, just do what you can do, right? As long as you're doing something, one day at a time. All right, have a blessed day, and know that your sister loves you. I'm on this yawning thing again today. I don't know, maybe because the weather was gloomy on this side, but I'm on this yawning day, and I ain't sleeping. I got some good sleep last night and got up real early. All right, people, God, have a blessed day in the name of Jesus.